had in Thursday's practice and just how much work had to be done. That crash happened about 4:30 in the afternoon. The car rolled on Saturday morning. Here's the crash if you're just joining us. You hadn't had a chance to see it yet. We were up here in the booth when it happened, and we were all just horrified. Just listen. I can remember we all looked up and just went, oh no, oh no.
Interesting thing is there, boys, he tore one of the wheels off on the Porsche. That was already off before he even got to the fence. I just noticed that.
Yeah, his rear wheel got up here before the car did.
There's the best thing about the crash. Scott Sharp climbing out.
Amazing. Just unbelievable.
And he second place coming in this weekend. They elected to stay up, make their driver change after everybody else. So that car is...
Oh, big off down the back straight. It's Russell Ward. He's in almost over, and he's ripped 3 corners off the car, hit the wall on driver's left very hard indeed. That's a full course yellow immediately, and that was unabated speed. The car shedding pieces. He hit the wall a good maybe 100 feet before the apex of turn number 10A, and spinning round. The engine, the bonnet is up on the 37 car in the pit lane. Now that car was in the pit lane before the yellow flag came out. Russell Ward has had a couple of big shunts in the last season and a half, none bigger than that one. The AMR safety crew already getting to him. But what precipitated that? Because, well, I can see Russell moving around inside the car. In fact, he's getting himself out. That's great news. Oh, he got a little tag from the 82 car. Oh my goodness me!
He was trying to defend there to the inside. He was in the middle of the racetrack, and he was squeezing Clay all the way to the inside there. He was way across, past the halfway point of the racetrack. I'm sorry. He's got that coming to him. He's trying to defend too late in that instance, and Russell is going to pay the bigger penalty.
Very nearly picked up the
Rob Ferriol
more speed car. Corners ripped off that machine. It's been
I'm afraid
an expensive year.
Yeah, he made that defence just a little bit too late. You can see him squeezing.
I think the BMW moved across to the right.
He squeezed. No. You should be on the right-hand side of the road there.
Green flag is in the air. The 45-minute start as they cross the stripe, which they do right now. And we're underway. And straight away, that is Bashura in the wall and Wagner. This is a huge one. Right at the start, there's half the field, 3/4 of the field have gone into each other. Full course caution will have to come out. It may be a red flag here. And I think only Nate Cicero got away from that. It was Gresham Wagner from the outside of the front row and Alex Bashura from the inside of row 2 who got together and slewed up the track. Ren Messinger, I think, has got through, but there's a huge conflagration. Must be nearly a dozen cars that are in trouble at the start of the grid. Not what we wanted to see. We'll pick out some of the numbers. But
Alex Bashura, both cars who had been on the top side, Bashura gets a nudge from behind.
Yeah, absolutely right. It was a great start by Nate Cicero from pole position, and he was clear of it all, which actually meant that Gresham Wagner and Alex Bashura were together, although they didn't start on the same row of the grid. Yeah, it was a little touch from the inside of was that Ren Messinger who just touched?
I think it might have been Elio Meza getting into the back of Alex Bashura.
Yeah, absolutely spot on. Using a very interesting look from our pit box that our NBC Sports colleagues will be using for the Rolex. There's the touch down on the bottom side.
That is Elio.
And it is Elio in the purple car. And that started the chain reaction.
We have not yet gone to a red flag, but we will be going to a red flag situation because the AMR safety crew is blocking the track entirely.
Come down the pit lane. They could come down the pit lane.
Yep.
Actually closed that gap a lot. In fact, he's not under attack any longer from Alex Gurney. Now the battle is a two-car battle for the lead. Look at this. Both sides. They hit him. Oh, no. Very big accident. Very, very big accident. We got to hope for Joey Handy's all right. Multiple flips, gone over 6-7 easily times, end for end.
Huge impact there. You saw the cars get together on the inside of the track. Joey got off in the grass and then Obviously, their rough areas out on the racetrack put that BMW up in the air and just launched it.
It went over that new paved area, got airborne.
Let's check in with Chris.
A horrifying incident here. There's Paul Edwards you're driving with. It clips him, gets him loose. He's going off on the grass driver's right. Now there's a new paved section of road there. We'll see it from this angle first. You'll see him get clipped right here. It's going to turn the car to the driver's right. That sends him into the grass, and he hits this new berm of pavement. Watch this. Five, 6, 7, 8 endos. Now sideways once.
And the best thing of all of that is that car was not contacted by another one when it came back down. It came off to the side. Take another look, if you dare.
Front gets high first, and the back, then this starts 8 times, end for end. Each time that front end hits down, it's a big hit.
You know, the good thing is, as that car is flipping along, he's not making big contact with the ground until he got to the track. So
that one hurt.
Yeah, that one hurt.
Trying to get past that car. Oh no, and he's hit him. He's touched him.
He did.
Number 7 out.
I think, has he got away with that? There's no damage.
No, there has to be damage.
That was
I'm
astonishing.
sure there'll be some damage. If there isn't, that is one seriously strong toys. He went round the outside and basically just pinched in too early. Either way, I think he's going to receive some kind of penalty, I'm sure, because that was completely his fault
yes,
there.
he did. Yeah,
I'd like to see an onboard, but it just runs damage.
Oh dear.
Hence all the tyre smoke coming out. Oh, that's how easy it is,
There's
Graham.
the clicking house. There's the oh, he's off
no.
again. Oh, a huge off.
He had no steering. The front was going under the car. The front had no steering there. The tyre's gone.
Tried to get it back too quickly. It's a red flag immediately.
Wow, race stopped, red flag. Hopefully, the most important thing is that Pachito's going to be okay. That was quite a high-speed incident on the way into turn 14. Slow down, 80 kph, full course yellow button pressed at this stage for all cars. He would get out, but he had no steering on the way into the corner. As he barrels into turn 14, he turns, the car doesn't.
That's a huge hit.
It always looks horrific when a car goes upside down. That's not a big concern when it happens at that speed. It's more the impact when he turned in here. That's the frightening bit, and he would have had his heart in his mouth at that point.
Well, for the second time in about 10 minutes, you were completely spot on with your analysis of that. It was absolutely no steering. This is going to take some time to recover both that car and indeed...
Back in again before it makes an unpleasant clunk against the concrete wall, which...
Tower Motorsport car off at turn 1. This will be a yellow flag immediately. Hard into the tyres on the outside. Driver's right. Front end wiped off. Rear end wiped off. And that has been a very big impact. Fortunately, the biggest part of the impact was into the tyres, but it has gone so far down, it's managed to clear the tyres and has come in to contact with some of the concrete blocks. I'm guessing that's just a drift wide coming through turn 1. Didn't see another car involved there. It's Timothy Bure who was behind the wheel of that car, and in second place already the IMSA safety trucks are there, and already a big incident indeed coming through turn 1. He's rolled it. It's actually gone all the way over and back onto its wheels. Exactly the same wiggle that Felipe Nasser had when he came into contact with Vautier leaving the pits. Exactly the same wiggle in exactly the same place. Went left, snapped right, but without Vautier there to straighten him back up again, which is effectively what happened for Nasser. He's gone into the tyre wall and rolled it over back onto its wheels, or what was left of its wheels. The door opened, the safety cell has done its job, and Beret is out of the car.
His reading of traffic is good. Laurent is going to have to be clever here if he wants to find a way through.
That's a heavy impact. The car's rolled and back onto its wheels. That is going to be a safety car straight away. And it looks like the driver's okay sitting in, his head's moving around.
Shaking his head, and the safety car will meet the race leader. It is already sitting at La Source. The race leader will be told to slow right down. Yellow flags now. Can we get away without a safety car? Can we do it? No. Unfortunately, just a smidge too late to catch the race leader. The race leader will be told to slow right down.
Here you see that the third car was a Collis, and Van Aert's just moved across to the line. Thomas Laurent got onto the bumps in the grass on the inside, and the car bounced into the barrier onto its side and then back onto its wheels again.
Big impact.
Yeah, just watch on board. Gets a run, Johnny Mollum in the red Ferrari there. Van Aert goes to one side, Laurent goes to the other, so he'll be out of sight of Van Aert at this moment in time, and just comes across. This is it. In fact, they touched. They did actually touch. It was the right front of Laurent to the left rear of Van Aert.
Vamos ver como vai ser essa entrada do miolo. O JP tem tudo para ganhar a sexta posição e agora o problema é do Paludo. Lado a lado com o Azevedo. Opa! E aí é problema. Sai dando giros pelo ar o carro número 88 do Eduardo Rocha Azevedo. No toque lateral com o Miguel Paludo. Ele para ali atrás do guardrail. Passou por cima do guardrail, bandeira vermelha, corrida interrompida. Nesta quarta volta, um acidente de uma plástica impressionante envolvendo o Miguel Paludo e o Eduardo Rocha Azevedo. Veja ali.
Impressionante mesmo, Luque. O carro foi calçado, né, naquele toque lateral ali com o Miguel Paludo.
Surpreendente,
uma, duas,
Mendonça,
três,
surpreendente.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8 capotagens, 9, 10, contei aqui agora. 10 capotagens.
Aí os pilotos em procedimento de bandeira vermelha. Como eu dizia no início da transmissão, o procedimento de bandeira vermelha pode acontecer também. Olha só, eles seguiram lado a lado, o Azevedo defendendo posição e no toque lateral, olha só, uma capotagem, duas, quantas vezes do teto para cima, 3, 4, 5, olha como decola o carro do Azevedo. Mais uma vez por outro ângulo para você. Olha só, nesse momento, o toque lateral. Calçou. Decolou a traseira direita ali, ele sai capotando.
Esse toque numa curva de alta é muito complicado, Luque, porque não tem o que fazer. O piloto vira passageiro ali e é isso. É o que aconteceu com o Edu Azevedo aí. Olha só, é uma imagem impressionante que com certeza vai rodar o mundo. É impressionante o que acontece, esse toque, e veja como é a questão de você tomar cuidado com os toques laterais também, né? Não só porque ocasiona esse tipo de...
Set to go, his return to the Rolex Sports Car Series. Oh, we have lost the Brumos car, the 59, and one of the Racers Group cars. It's the 67.
Yeah, and that's right at the... Oh, boy, that's a mess. They're into the styrofoam barriers.
Kevin Buckler, the team principal on the left of your screen.
That's right here in front of us. That's right at the turn into pit lane. So these guys hooked up together. Look, and someone's spun on the pit lane here.
That's Didier Taze, I think, is it? Oh, someone else goes.
Crash.
The 33 has gone.
And another one.
As well.
There goes the
Steve
two.
Earle and the two of Milka Duno. As you can see, Joey Hand goes as well.
Oh, another one. Oh, my gosh.
We're losing half the field.
Oh, that was a big hit.
Oh, my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 6, 7, 8 cars there.
And this BMW is still spun. Maserati gets going, that this is not over. These guys really in a bad situation.
I tell you what, I hope Kevin Buckler is okay, because the Michael Boffman Corvette slammed into that very, very hard, and I hope whoever was in the 46, it was Mike Boffman himself.
Well, these first guys,
he's okay.
The first guys, they got into the styrofoam, and that's soft, but that hit car to car.
And there's Craig Standard, so it was Standard who he got into. There's Buckler hidden in behind there. There's Buckler's car in there. So it was Craig Stanton who was stationary. We didn't see Craig go in there.
And there's guys trying to get out of the cars now, which is a really good idea.
And look how hot JC France is. France is not happy. Look at this. Over to one of the TPC Porsches. He is hot. Extraordinary scenes. Kevin Buckler, the first to go off. But watch it. In goes JC France. They sit there by themselves. Other cars had gone in before that.
Listen to this now.
Big contact. That was Butler. That was JC French. Now watch this. There goes Dr. Steve Earle. Milcaduno. To the right of your screen will be Joey Hand. Didier Taze has already spun up the top.
Taze, but watch this now.
There's Joey.
This is very scary right here.
There's Craig Standard. A huge impact. Mike Levitas drifts in there. And then that is the biggest hit of all. Mike Boffman slamming into the back of Kevin Butler's car.
Yellow flag, safety car, safety car.
Oh, Darren Turner's wish comes through, and it's a... Oh my goodness me!
It's a Porsche.
It is a Porsche, and this is coming up the hill. It's the entrance to the pit.
Ferrari in the background, John.
It's the entrance to the pit lane on the left-hand side. It is the 20 car. That is Mark Webber's car at the entrance of the pit lane, and we've seen F1 accidents in this position, and there's not much runoff at all. We mentioned that earlier. The car sits in the middle of the track. Here comes the fire vehicle, and yeah, it's exactly the sort of thing we've seen in F1 when somebody gets the wrong side and gets pushed into the wall. Secondary impact here for Mark as he goes into the wall. That was the 8th position car, and pleased to see everybody dropping straight down and not waiting for the safety car to pick them up. That's very, very disciplined driving. Concerned faces, of course. Let's have another look at the gain in the background. Yeah,
impact had happened already, John.
Yeah, it may have been that Mark was already on the inside and just collected the Ferrari already.
Matteo Grassoni in the number 90 car.
Now, don't worry that the back of the car has broken off. It's designed to do that. It's designed to withstand and dissipate impacts and energy. So there is the cleanup going on. The Audi LMX safety car used for the first time today for that major incident. Still concerned faces.
The bad luck for the Frizzell brothers. Obviously, Brian doesn't know it yet. Talking to guys back there with a big smile on his face, he will not be smiling when he finds out what is going on.
Oh! Huge crash in the front straightaway. It's going to collect more cars. That was really a top speed, 160-mile-an-hour hit right there.
Huge crash. You saw Bert Frizzell trying to get out of the way as his damaged number 8 car limping along, trying to pull to the right. It looked like Cheever trying to come up the inside, Frizzell trying to get out of the way, and instead they got together. A huge impact.
Massive accident. The front end of the 8 gone completely. We don't know about the 39. That's right at the fastest part of the corner. It's a blind corner here. The 99's involved, badly involved.
Big damage there. Rocky Moran with significant damage to the Gainsco car. Saw significant damage to the 8 and the 39. You just take a look at Gary Grossenbacher there with the sunglasses on, crosses his arms and says, I cannot believe this. What do we have to do?
That corner in the front straightaway is... There's the wounded car, the Frizzell car, leaking oil, had a little fire. He's trying to get out of the way. There's Cheever up the inside, spins him. He gets collected then by the 99. Now there's nowhere to go for anybody. Take a look at this view. There's a tire. Oh, a huge hit.
Huge impact
Rocky
by the 99.
Moran slams the wall.
It looks like the 89 car managed to get through unscathed. He's right there behind the damaged Lowe's machine. But you see Frizzell, and he really has nowhere to go. And right here, it looks like the car makes a pretty abrupt move to the right.
Well, he was trying to get offline, knowing those guys were coming. Boy, and that hit by Moran just tears the front end off and then slams the wall. Now the next cars have nowhere to go.